The acting president, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, is calling on Nigeria's anti-corruption agencies to learn from the international communities on the model some least corrupt countries have used to curb corruption in their countries. The acting president, who described corruption as systemic and life-threatening, also appealed to the international communities to assist Nigeria in the identification, recovery and repatriation of stolen assets. Meanwhile, the chairman of the Presidential Advisory Committee Against Corruption, Professor Ise Sage, decries the perception and reaction of the public to corruption, saying corruption is omnipresent in Nigeria.
Corruption is omnipresent in Nigeria. High and low office holders, public and private sector, the executive, legislative, judicial sectors, customs, immigration, police, academic, the civil service, everywhere. The recklessness with which public officers spend public funds is insensitive to the point of insanity. Now we have to ask ourselves what the problem really is. We are definitely overwhelmed by an epidemic of kleptomania. But do we also have a collective psychiatric problem? Why should a person loot what he cannot spend in 10 lifetimes, whilst exposing the rest of the population to misery, hunger, poverty, wretchedness, and even death?
What I'd like us to do, if that is possible in the course of this dialogue, is to look at models that have worked elsewhere and to see whether those models are somewhat applicable here. To look at best practices, to look at some models that work. The truth of the matter is that there is nothing peculiar about the Nigerian citizens of the Nigerian type. Corruption thrives where it is allowed to thrive. And there are many societies that have been that have found themselves in worse circumstances than Nigeria and have somehow managed to solve the problems, their problems.